after Misty told them not to hurt him. I can't wait for Mishka and Cash to go to Wapiti. Dude, yes, we do need to set that up. Like, ASAP. Howdy.
Interesting times.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
And his crew rode through the land not too long ago.
Oh.
I don't think they saw me, but
Which way were they going?
west.
Mm.
They're either hiding up in the snow from something, which is likely, or going further west. Just keeping my eyes peeled for the time being now.
Right.
Would you mind putting your horse up in the trees rather than hitched in the open?
Yeah. I always take a fucking bath and it gets fucked up. And then I'm dirty again. God, talking to one Bliska is like talking to your dad. Like your disappointed father. Hello, Bliska.
Hello, Misty.
Can we talk?
Yes. Wait, isn't that what you came up here for?
Yeah. I just. All right. What's up, Nerve? How you doing? So he came for me.
Yeah, so we talked about before.
His name was Silk. Yeah, Silk came. And this was a couple days ago, actually. He got me while I was walking to my telegrams in Valentine. He told me to get on his horse, which I obliged because there was no one really around to see. So I couldn't, ask for help or he would have shot me. But I got on and he took me to the bottle tree. He made me fetch sweet. This was so he made me fetch sweet roll before all of this. And in Valentine, he made me get sweet roll from the stable. And we rode sweet roll up to the bottle tree, and he held a gun to the back of my head there, and he asked me where'd I get the horse. And I said I got it from someone who adopts horses, which he didn't want to hear. He doesn't care. He said, who gave you the horse? I said Charlie gave me the horse. And he turns to the horse with the gun and he says, do you love this horse? And I said, I do. I do love the horse. And he shoots Sweet Roll right in the face. He then takes me out near Armadillo, right outside Armadillo, and he makes me get off the horse and points the gun at me again, takes my hat and my clothes and my shoes, and he tells me to walk back to Valentine. He takes my weapons. I'm lucky he didn't take my bow. But I do as I'm told, and I walk. And he rides off somewhere. I don't know. I walked west. I walked for a day and a half and made it to Blackwater. Blackwater, people were trying to help me. I declined because he said I had to repent for what I did to him.
Why are you doing what he tells you?
It's complicated, Wombliska.
You said this man speaks to you like you're his property.
I know. It's really complicated. It's complicated. So I made it to Blackwater. Cold. It was raining. Fever stricken. My feet were beat to hell. Some nice people picked me up and rode me to Valentine. So I rested for a couple of days to heal my feet. I stepped on a sharp ass rock, so, and the blisters and all that, and I even had a fever too, so I had to rest. But I'm okay now, I think. But I know he's gonna come back, and since I told him a name, I think he might be coming for Charlie next, which I have to telegram her and let her know to keep herself safe when she comes back, because he's a type where you never know if he's gonna turn up, when he's gonna turn up. He just kind of turns up.
What's his name?
Matthias Silk.
Does he go by any aliases?
I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe he could actually, but I don't know it.
That's harder to change.
New York accent, like
Almost like a DiCenzo?
No, not Italian. Like more like the slums, like I don't know.
Very broad.
Yeah, very broad and
Okay. That's a hard thing to bury.
yeah. His voice is I remember that voice. But he calls me Maria because that's the name he gave me, Maria Shaw. So
If he sets foot in this fucking village, I'm taking his head off.
he won't, because I won't be here.
Yeah, but Charlie is.
That's true. It was a mistake. I shouldn't have said her name. But it was just a very trying moment. And that man can literally he's unexpected, like everything he does is unexpected. I didn't expect him to shoot my horse. I didn't expect him to turn up. It's a lot. It's a lot. I'm sorry, Juan Bliska.
You don't choose to be ordered around like this, right?
No, I don't. I don't. I don't know what's wrong with me, and I don't know why. I don't know why I can't just shoot him in the head, but I cannot. I can't pull a trigger. I can't give him a bullet. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's like he has this hold over me that I just can't get rid of ever.
Yeah, I can get that a little bit.
It's hard to explain, really.
It's a shadow that never stops looming over you, no matter how far away they are.
Yeah. I don't know. He was like, it wasn't always like this, you know. When we first met in New York, it was like he was one of the first people to show me everything, to help me, to give me everything I ever wanted, and then he just turned into a monster after that. Things got bad, and now he's this.
Catch more flies with honey than vinegar.
Yeah, I guess so.
You still plan on hiding yourself away?
That's why I changed my hair. So then you won't notice who I am right away. I know he watches me. I don't know when, but it's like you can feel the eyes on you, you know?
Yeah, I get that feeling a lot these days.
I'm on edge now, just trying to stay safe. And I told Delaney, I said I should just leave and hide out in Rhodes for a bit, or Saint Denis, and go south. He says no. He tells me I need to stay.
Should be careful with the city. If you met him in New York, he knows a place like that real well, doesn't he?
That's true. But there's more crowds there. It's easier to blend in.
I know some camps you could stay at that are far flung, seldom visited.
Yeah.
Could use those if you want.
Right. Mato swear. I told Mato everything because I didn't know when I would see Charlie or anyone, and I just want to make sure everyone keeps her safe, you know. But he said I could. He said I could stay here, but I don't want to stay here. I would refuse to stay here for now, at least.
Oh, I understand. I know why. It's big of you to do that.
I made a promise to you guys that I wouldn't bring trouble here, and it still stands.
Are you interested in knowing where some of these camps I'm talking about are?
Yeah, yeah, that's fine.
Let me show you. There's a couple all along the road, going down Cattail Way towards Wallace, and if you go into the woods towards that fishing shack in the big valley, there's all kinds of little camps tucked away.
Okay. Keep that in
Up,
mind.
up in the North Trail, going east out of Wapiti, from Amberino, where it's written out there.
Mm-hmm.
You see those three structures that are north of the road?
You said east?
One above the N in Amberino, and one far above the O in Amberino.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
The one far above the O is a little stone shack. It's up in the middle of all those flower fields.
Okay.
And then, best I know, the cabins out in Roanoke. I've never seen anybody living around there, even when I was living out there.
Okay.
Just be careful about that area. There's lots of dangerous animals.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye out. But Ansburg is right there, so that might be vital.
For telegrams and such.
Yeah, I just need to be able to get to telegrams.
There's a few different cabins. There's one that's got a fence and a bunch of crates around it directly north of the town. And then in the valley, there's two cabins that are directly across from each other. They have sort of opposite colors to them, which is a bit funny. Like one's got like blue paint with red shutters. The other's got red paint with blue shutters. They both have blue doors and things. They're across the valley from one another. You should be able to find them easy enough.
Okay. Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
Of course. Do you have a horse for the time being?
Yeah, I have Storm. Storm was my first horse before Sweet Roll.
Mm. Do you have a jacket that you can tuck your hair in with?
No, I don't. I would have to purchase one.
I have the money if you need it on hand, if you haven't spoken for otherwise.
No. I can take care of it. That's fine.
Okay. As far as getting away, if you need to actively get away, the loop around the Calumet Ravine, if you can learn it pretty well, you can get around it quick. It's treacherous for people that don't practice it.
Okay.
And you can get down by the water and hide in some bushes nearby if need be. Send your horse off, smack it on the ass, and it'll keep running along the trail. And you stay behind. They'll follow the hoof beats, and you can stay behind.
Okay. Right. I'll seek it out. Thank you, Ombliska.
Yeah, of course. I know this is a path that you're choosing to walk alone. I know you don't have to, but if this is what you're choosing to, I'll offer you what you can.
I know I don't have to. And there's so many people, that have my back, but I don't want anybody to get hurt because of me.
Believe me, if anybody intervenes on your behalf, it's going to be their choice to get involved.
Right.
So don't worry about it too much.
I mean, Delaney's not taking no for an answer anyway, but I don't know.
He doesn't get a choice in what you do with your life either, just like this asshole doesn't.
Yeah. I really don't want him to get to Charlie. I really don't.
The only thing I want him to do is get beneath the blade of my tomahawk. Because if he comes here and he starts causing trouble, he's already shown he's capable of acts of cruelty and violence. If he does anything here, I'm taking his head. I'll hang it from that fucking cliff where I have the fire.
Yeah.
I'm not taking any more of that. Not after what happened to me with those fucking fools from the swamp.
Right. Well, the good thing is that he's only one man right now. The bad thing is that it's unknown whether he's gonna build or he's just gonna stay one man.
It's your path to choose how you want this dealt with, but you know what you stand on with me.
I'm thinking in my brain, if I am alone and I'm what he wants, he will follow me. But he can use others as leverage to get to me. So it's a rough.
Why does he care so much that Charlie gave you a horse?
Because he takes out anyone that's ever gets close to me. He wrote me a note before he showed his face, and he left it for me in the telegram office. One in the telegram office, one in the saloon. And the second one is what really struck me because it said that he tells these stories basically of me when I first got to New York. He wants everybody to see. He's all about show and, whatever. So, in the second story, what struck me is that he's been watching me this whole time, and I didn't know it because I was blind. Basically, when I first got to New York, I worked at this bed and breakfast for this older couple. One day, I just got kicked out of nowhere, and I always wondered why. But that note gave me my answer when he said that the elderly man, John, what was his name? John came home, he was beat up, we didn't know what happened to him, he was bloodied. In the note, Silk says that he was basically the one to rough him up because of me, and that's the reason why I was thrown out that night. So he does this. Anybody that's close to me, he tries to get rid of them. I don't know why. I don't know.
My stomach is churning at the thoughts of this man's acts. Sickens me.
We had there was a group of us girls. We worked for him, and it was three of us, but my best friend Summer, she got tired of him and tried to speak up, and that's how she got murdered. So I don't know. I guess it's always been a fear of mine that I would be next, but he just hasn't done it yet. Obsidian. I'm talking to Jairo. I'm talking to one Bliska about silk. You came in at the right time. Well, no, you're kind of late, but it's okay.
My recommendation for you, Misty, is to avoid the towns as best you can. Keep moving. Somewhere different every night. If you need some food, if you need some supplies, send me a telegram. I'll arrange something. I'll leave something for you somewhere, okay?
Yeah, I can live off the land. I've done it before.
But if you need something that you would need to go into a town for, we can do little handoffs here, or up on Big Rock or something like that. I'll get a crate and put some supplies in it or something for you.
Yeah, okay. My biggest worry right now is making sure Charlie stays safe. In Sakala,
Charlie's
even.
still out of state for the moment.
Yeah, okay. Good.
This gives me more to think about, which is fine. Does Nikosi know the extent of this?
Nikosi does not know anything. I only just met him and I didn't want to, throw all my issues on his plate at our first meeting.
Well, if you meet him and you feel comfortable enough to tell him, he's the one that determines any actions going forward now. I've stepped down from my position. I'm just a sub-chief now.
Okay.
I can make my recommendations, but I do what my chief says.
Right. Mato does know everything, though. Mato says not to run, but I don't know. It's complicated, I guess.
He's already made your feet bleed. No matter if you run, it's already gonna hurt.
Yeah.
He has no right to treat you like this. And if he comes here to try and enforce this in any way, I'm taking his life. I'll give what's left to you to do with what you want, but I'm not standing for any more of these trespasses if I'm here for it.
Yeah.
We're a people. We're not a doormat. I think I might actually need to meditate on this. Now that I'm back as a man of the West, I need to start turning my focus away from things of politics and the worries of reflection on others. It's not my place anymore.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry to throw so much on your plate when you've only just came back from your rest.
I'd rather know than be surprised.
Yeah. I knew I had to tell you guys.
Yeah, of course. Is there anything you need from me right now? A little bit of petty cash or something?
No. I couldn't. No. I have everything that I need right now.
Okay.
Just I guess inform the others and tell them to stay safe. That's it.
Okay. I think I need to get up on the rock nearby and have a little bit of a think about all this. It might be better for you not to linger too long as well. You can figure out those places you can rest and things like that. Take a little rest for yourself.
He rides a horse named Cadillac, I believe. And I believe the horse is like tan, maybe? like a light brown with black mane and tail. I'm not too sure. It's hard to remember because I was just in shock and it was a lot going on. But I believe that's the type of horse that I'm thinking of. I don't know the breed because I'm not good with breeds, but I believe those are the colors. So if you see a man of my color, gray hair, long hair like yours, on a horse that's tan with black mane and tail, then it's most likely him.
It's good to know. All right.
Okay, I will leave you here. Thank you again. I appreciate it.
Of course, you have my telegram, yes?
Yeah, I do. I do.
Write to me if you need to speak.
Yeah, I will.
I'll meet you anywhere.
Okay. One please, God. Shit, where's my horse though? Oh, there. Talking to one Bliska is like talking to your dad, bro. Like, you don't know what he's gonna say. You don't know if he's gonna be disappointed or if he's gonna be proud of you. Like, you don't fucking know, dude. Don't LOL like, oh, this is so funny. I'm just kidding, Obsidian. Obsidian, I didn't know you went to sleep. I went back to go talk to Mouse because I know I just walked out of nowhere. I went back to try to talk to Mouse, but you were already gone. So I was all like, okay, bet. Okay, bet. Okay, bet. You know? Misty really does feel bad because she doesn't want to put the tribe in danger. But like, fuck, dude. So circumstances, man. She shouldn't have said a name, bro. She shouldn't have fucking said a name. But you don't know. You don't know if Silk's really gonna fucking shoot you. We don't know. The lonely ride back to town. I still don't know what I want her to do. I still don't know if I want her to hide out somewhere or if I want her to just stay in Valentine, hide out close to Valentine. I don't know. I don't know. Poor Misty. Yeah, I was getting tired. You was getting tired. Damn, this peach cobbler bomb. This shit bomb. Shit bussin'. It is getting late for, you New Yorkers. I need to eat something because I have not eaten breakfast. So, like, I think I am going to end up doing that. I really don't want to get attacked by any animals, bro, but it's that time. Turned me into a full-on murderer out in these streets. So it's not. Misty has really only told a few people what Silk has actually done. So some people, like just now when Bliska knows the full story about everything. But like Delaney doesn't. Delaney doesn't know that Silk has murdered people. Because Misty hasn't told him that he's actually killed people. Who else doesn't? She's only really told like two people, Dahlia and Wambleska, about Silk murdering people. Everyone else, she's kind of just kept it on the surface. Like, yeah, he's a bad man, he's done bad things, but she hasn't said like, oh, he has killed before. You know? So yeah. But if Silk returns with an army, fuck, bro. So the reason why Misty is kind of just keeping people at an arm's length is because she doesn't want people getting hurt on her behalf. She doesn't want anybody to get hurt because of her. Don't do that. Maybe why make me do this? No. No, no, no. No, no, no. So she doesn't want people to get hurt on her behalf. So that's why she's pushing people away like, no, 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 please don't help. This is between me and him. This is my battle. Like, this is me and him. This is me and him. But if Silk brings in an army of people, that's gonna kind of flip. That's gonna change things because Misty's essentially out here alone because she doesn't want any help from people. But like, fuck, if he brings a group, she's gonna have to fucking scatter up a group of people and be like, nah, 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 nah. We gotta take him down. But is she gonna be the one to pull the trigger? Who fucking knows? Who fucking knows? Could she pull that trigger? That's the question.
You have a fine morning, ma'am.
This is where Misty got shot by a writer. I thought about writing